Hey everybody, this is Roy with Roy's Life Hacks and Builds. So today we're gonna replace the window regulator on a 2003 Chevy Tahoe. What happened is the cable broke off, so I ordered a new one and we'll replace it. Okay, so first things first. What I did, I made sure the window's all the way up. If you can see, I don't know if you can, but I put clear tape from one side of the window to the other. That tape is holding the window up. So once we do that, then we can get to taking off the door panel. The door panel has two 7mm bolts. One down here, and the other, it's down here on this corner. And then we can pop this plastic off so the handle can slide out easier. Alright, so I already took these two bolts off, the one under here and the one down here. Now we gotta pop this plastic off and take the door panel off. By taking the door panel, we just simply pull upwards. And it comes off easy. You can take the switch off too, but once you disconnect all the wires from the back, then we can do that. But you just pull up on the door handle and it should come out of its slots like so. So once we pull the door panel off, there's two wires that you got to take so you can take it completely off. You take the plug out from the switch and the plug out for the light, which is these two. I already got ahead of you guys and unplugged them, but they're really easy. You take a flathead screwdriver and you can take them off. You got to be careful because they're very brittle. Also, we got to remove the speaker. There's 3 bolts that hold it on. We gotta unplug the motor, which is this one here. And there is 3 bolts that hold the window regulator on. But before you pull those, you gotta take the ones off from the window. There's 2 10mm nuts that you're gonna take loose. And then you take these 3 off. Once you take these 2 loose on the window, you gotta pry behind it with like a piece of plastic or something so that it doesn't stick to the glass. So with these 2 bolts back here, or nuts, you take a piece of plastic or a wedge like this and you wedge it off the glass. That'll take it loose there. And you take these 2 10mm bolts, or 3, loosen those for now, and then we're going to take the speaker off. You'll unplug the speaker as well, and then you're going to take the bottom bolt off the motor. Now the mortar has little tabs on it where it hangs, so you gotta go up with it and then down and out. Also, you gotta pull the wiring off of this too, so you gotta pry that off. Once you got that out like that, you take these the rest of the way out. 1, 2, 3. Now this, you just pull it out. Comes out through this bottom hole. Like so. And the glass, you see, it stays held up by this tape. So this is your old one. So the new window regulator, I actually ordered it online. It came in pretty quick. It came in like in 2 days. But the new one comes in this box, you know that. But there it is. So once we have the new one out of the box, and we can go ahead and install it. Everything goes in vice versa. However you took it out, just put it back in. So this big piece will go in first. Like so. Top one has a bolt. And these bottom ones are nuts. Once you get these two in that are down here, you can put the nuts on there. And then you can pull the top of it. When you pull the top closer to the door side right here, you gotta make sure the window regulator is behind the piece of glass, or in my case, in front of it. That way you can get this bolt on there. Once you put all that on, you can tighten it down. I was just using my little 3/8 impact. It doesn't take much either to tighten them down. Like so. Then on this new one, it has these little tabs here that we need to bend over so that it can latch onto the door. I'm just making sure they're on there nice and tight. Once we got that going, put it into the back. These little tabs that we folded over, slide down just like so. Then we'll put in the bottom bolt. And then we'll put the speaker on. The speaker holds the two top tabs to that. Once we do that, then you just put the speaker on and put the rest back on. Alright, well, once we put the speaker on, this is 1, 2, and 3 over here. These are the little tabs that I told you that you need to fold over. So it like hangs on there. And this is the bottom bolt. They're all 10mm bolts. Once you got the speaker on, then you can plug it in. You plug in this wire for the window regulator, or for the mortar. Like so. Tuck that down there. And we'll move on to the rest. So now, you got 2 more nuts after you have everything else put on, which is the ones that hold the glass on. In order to do that, like I said, you turn the key on. Turn the key on, then I'm going to remove the button from the door panel, hook it up, and then roll the window up. That way it locks into the glass. So once you've got the button put back on here, that way you can roll the window up. I'll roll it up and I'll show you guys. And once it's on the glass, then we can go ahead and tighten those nuts down. Those don't need to be that tight either. But it's better. These are the two nuts that we now have to tighten up so the glass doesn't come off. So once you have these two nuts tightened down, now we can go ahead and put everything back together how it was at the door panel. I'm gonna take the switch off right now. Show you now. You can push on the little tab and it'll come up like so. Now we can take the door panel on and put it over everything, tighten it down, and we'll be all done. And we'll test it out as soon as we're... So once we have our door panel on, put our 2 bolts on, put this plastic on, and we'll test it out. Have that bolted down. Throw this plastic back on how it goes. There you go. The door panel's back on, the window regulator's on. Let's take this tape off. See how it comes off real easy. You can use whatever tape you want on here. It's the only thing I had in hand. Let's take the other side off. Alright, so we'll turn our key on and see if it works. See if it goes up and down. Alright, so once you have the key turned on, then we'll check it. It goes down real smoothly. And goes up like it should. Well guys, if you liked the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and we'll keep you posted on some more videos. This is Roy with Roy's Life Hacks and Builds.